Taking a look at Minnesota, they dropped a game in the finals.
Yeah, they're looking to reclaim that advantage with a win. But getting that done in a hostile environment will be a challenge. It's going to come down to effort.
And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. McDaniels at the 3 with Randall at the 4. Conley and Edwards make up the backcourt. And it's Gobert in at the center position, locking down the middle. And New York has possession. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. Towns a screen on Conley. Here's Brunson outside. Edwards pulls it in. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Timberwolves. Oh, nice! Oh, big finish! Man.
Boy, Julius Randle putting some spice on that jam.
A terrific view of that move captured on the connected cam, thanks to AT&T. Brunson passes to Towns. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson.
Once he saw the smaller defender guarding him, he took it right to the rack.
Brunson against Conley. Outside McDaniels. Misses the 3. And the Knicks with possession. And what a run they've had in these playoffs. Only 3 losses getting to this point.
Well, we're deep into the playoffs. Only dropping 3 games is pretty incredible. They've played fantastic team basketball.
Towns finds Bridges. Towns a screen on Randall. Bridges passes to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
An absolute beast in the pick and roll. Towns rolls off ready to score. He doesn't disappoint either.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Edwards for 3. The Knicks pull it in.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Back to Brunson. Towns for 3. Knocks it down from distance. Towns has got 7 points in the game.
Towns takes a lot of pride in knocking down threes. He's as gifted a shooter as we have at the center position.
Here's McDaniels. And the layup is good off the glass.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Here's Brunson. Lays it up and banks it in.
Doesn't matter which hand he uses. Brunson is an excellent finisher around the rim.
Timberwolves trail by 3. And Gobert with the stuff.
You know, this is what you like about him as a facilitator. He hits his man where he can do something with the rock.
McBride, he's checked in for Anunoby. That one, this is for Gobert.
And, you know, night to night, you pretty much know what you're going to get from Gobert. Rim protection, rebounding, intensity, and he gets his points within the flow of the offense. That's a valuable guy there.
Here's Conley. After the basket by New York on the other end. Over Brunson. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Outside McBride. Pass to Bridges. Outside Brunson. Here's Towns. From behind the arc. Edwards pulls it in.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Earlier I spoke with Mike Brown. Unsurprisingly, the conversation turned to Rudy Gobert. Let's be honest, he's scary, Coach said about the 7-footer. He hinted their strategy might involve trying to, quote, lure Rudy out of the paint so he's not there to slap away our layups. Maybe some tricky play here to try and push Gobert out of his comfort zone. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
McDaniel saying to himself, okay, you want to give me that? I'll take it.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. You got to play without fouling.
A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far, the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Ingles, he's checked in for Minnesota. New York on D. DiVincenzo. And that one is hammered home.
DiVincenzo's got major bounce now. This kid is a big-time leaper. He can play at the rim and above it, too.
Down low. Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson. All already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the T-Wolves. They trail by 1. 4-3. Hart pulls it in. The Knicks have got 6 of 10 attempts to fall. Pass to Towns. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Showing determination inside. Towns absorbs the contact and gets the whistle.
So for the Knicks, Bridges comes in for Robinson, and Jordan Clarkson subbed in for Brunson.
Extremely reliable. When he steps up to the line, you just kind of expect him to knock him down.
Pass to Dillingham. Launches it from deep. It's rebounded by New York. Towns, right side. He connects, and now he's 4 for 6 in today's game.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
Here's Berger. Here's Dillingham. Pass to Reed. The shot off that time.
He's hard to stop once he gets to the rim. That's great defense right there.
New York working the ball around now. Back to McBride. The 3-ball. And Berger pulls it down. Timberwolves trail by 5. Pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Dillingham. Lets it fly. That shot off the mark. Here's McBride. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for New York. And here we go. The NBA Finals continue here on 2K Sports. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
You know, another thing that has impressed me has been their numbers of points in the paint. Just dominating down there. They're just getting whatever shot they want in close.
Filling out the wings, Clarkson and Bridges. Then there's Miles McBride. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Cordy in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for New York starting the second. Now here's McBride. Hasn't got one to fall yet. This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. The first one falls. Anunoby, he's checked in for New York. It's both from the stripe. Timberwolves trail by 4. Here's Dillingham. The 3, DiVincenzo. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
McBride passes to Hart. Count it.
You know, getting inside and doing damage there really elevates Hart's game, and I'd like to see him be that kind of all-around threat.
Here's the floater. Here's Reed. It's rebounded by McBride.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Into the lane. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Oh, wow, guys, this does not look good. We've got an injury here.
Yeah, so tough. I mean, guys, I feel bad for him and the whole team. I hope it's not as bad as it looks.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, this is why you build out your depth as best you can. I mean, you just never know when injuries might show up.
Edwards, he's checked in for DiVincenzo. Towns, he's checked in for New York. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Clark is checked in for Shannon. Edwards, a pass to Clark. To the middle. Dillingham. And it's New York with a rebound. Pass to Towns. Stolen by Reed. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. And Randall the bucket on the assist from Dillingham. Randall's got 8.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Towns on a screen. McBride attacking. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Now here's Hart. 5-point lead, biggest of the game. Towns up top. Nice D from Reed.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Here's Randall. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to McBride. And here's Hart. Oh, and Reed with a block.
What a denial that time by Reed. Excellent body control on that block.
Edwards against Bridges. Back to Edwards. It's stolen by Hart. Fast break. Here we go. No luck on that one. Some solid defense from Edwards. Here's Dillingham. Takes it inside. Nails it. And he's 1 for 5 with that one.
Most any coach loves points coming off assists.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. So for the Knicks, Beasley's checked in for Hart. Clarkson comes in for Bridges. And Brunson is subbed in for McBride. And then for Minnesota, Rudy Gobert's checked in for Randall. McDaniels comes in for Clark. And Mike Conley is subbed in for Dillingham.
Look, we know all players put a lot of work in the weight room, but Brunson certainly at the top of the list and uses that strength to shield off defenders really well.
Brunson speeds in to finish the break.
And this kind of play is only going to grow their lead, holding the other guys down on defense and converting on the turnover.
To the left wing, Reed for 3. The Knicks with the rebound. Towns has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Conley against Brunson. Sneak it inside. It's Brunson.
Brunson doesn't fear going in amongst the trees. Remarkable poise there inside.
Outside Edwards. There's the 3. The rebound by Beasley.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Counted from distance.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Now here's Edwards. No points yet. To win the run. Oh, the finish inside by Edwards.
A composed and cool effort from Edwards inside. Not rushing himself or forcing a bad shot. Taking what's available.
Brunson looks it over. Back to Beasley. Pass to Brunson. Just 5 on the clock. And an Obi for 3. And again, New York with the triple.
Give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
And so it's New York in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. More 2K action in just a moment.
If they think they'll win with this kind of defense, they're tripping. When you give up that many good shots, it fuels your...
Seeing how things are shaped, that does it for halftime.
And welcome back to our coverage of Game 3 on 2K Sports. You look at Jalen Brunson in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
So let's head to the sideline. We've got some news on Dante DiVincenzo. Allie, what's his status?
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer for the Timberwolves provided some information. All signs point to a high ankle sprain, something that they're going to have to be very careful with. There's never a good time for this type of injury, but it's especially painful now here in the finals. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thanks.
You know, for better or worse, life brings these kinds of challenges, and they aren't pleasant. We know he's up to it, though. He'll respond and move forward in a positive way.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Conley and Edwards make up the backcourt. Randall and Gobert are in the middle. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. Brunson against Conley. Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Robinson loves to hammer it down whenever he gets the chance, and with force.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
And real quick, let's check out the field goal percentage leaders in the postseason. Mitchell Robinson on top. Here's Conley. Still without a bucket. Gobert passes to Randall. Pass to McDaniels. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
That's a costly error. And let's see how they bounce back.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Conley against Brunson. Missed inside.
Their first miss after hitting 3 straight shots, but I like their aggressiveness coming out of the half.
Here's Conley. The short one's on the money.
Conley, so crafty with that left hand of his. The veteran knows his way around the hoop.
Brunson against Conley. Out to Bridges. Towns for 3. Anthony Edwards with a rebound. Edwards has got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to McDaniels. No good with the triple. Knicks leading by 15. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Brunson passes to Anunoby. Back to Brunson. New York working the ball around now. Towns finds Brunson. Shot clock at 6. Basket's good.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now that they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Outside McDaniels. Randall, pass to McDaniels. From 12 feet. No good, off the front rim. For New York, they've gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Got it.
Boy, that's a really strong move by Bridges. He took the hit and still finished.
Timberwolves trail by 19. The kick out to Edwards. Minnesota again missing. For New York, they've gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. Brunson with the bucket.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
And so it's Conley who brings up the ball for Minnesota. Randall outside. Let's go with a 3. Another miss by Minnesota.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Towns for 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
Well, he won't miss many of those. Not when he gets a good look like that.
Randall inside. Working on Robinson. And that one's good from Conley.
Right there, Conley working his magic inside. He is crafty near the rack.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. The Knicks making a switch here. McBride's checked in. And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Reed's checked in for Gobert. Miller comes in for Julius Randle. Shannon's checked in for McDaniels. And Dillingham subbed in for Conley.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
No matter what he's tried, it hasn't worked. Unfortunately, the team is suffering from that.
Pass to McBride. Towns on a screen. Brunson passes to Towns. Off target from outside.
Not the best shooting night for him, but luckily his teammates have picked him up.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Yeah, this is the elevated energy level you expect in the postseason. Chasing down blocks and making an impact.
And Minnesota making a change here. Highland's checked in. The three. Doesn't go that time. And here's New York now. They're on a 14-6 run. And Brunson, here we go. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Oh, he goes up high.
On one end leads to points on the other.
Boy, there's not much defense available once a steal is made. That's the best time to attack on the break.
New York, again, can't hit.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit one from range in the first half, but nothing since.
Strong effort that time, producing the best look possible.
New York leading by 17. Inside. And there's Towns on the assist from Brunson. Towns has got 13.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Miller can't get it to go. New York has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
One of the NBA's Iron Men, Mikal Bridges, has remained remarkably healthy and efficient for most of his career so far.
Bridges hits them both. 12 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Dillingham. To the paint. Here's Reed. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on OG Anunoby. These are his first free throws of the game. And he knocks down the first one.
At the line, 2 shots.
And so Reed nails them both. Clarkson with the ball. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Jordan Clarkson. Josh Hart is out there with OG Anunoby. Then there's Miles McBride, and it's Towns in at the 5. That's the 5 for New York right now. Timberwolves trail by 19. The kick out to Ingles. Pass to Randall. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Here's Reed, played it in with a nice touch off the window.
At 6'9" and about 260, Naz Reid has the size to make room for himself inside.
Here's McBride, and he goes in for the dunk.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Randall outside. Off target from three-point range. New York leading by 19. Here's Hart. A rebound by Ingles. The Timberwolves shooting at about 44% so far. And Shannon gets it to go. Shannon's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Look, when you play as a team, good things tend to happen for you.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for New York.
Well, you know, for me, when you can convert this many times in the paint, I think that's a sign that your offense is really in a healthy state.
And we can't forget about how ferocious they've been cutting to the rim, just going right at defenders and finding ways to finish.
Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Hart. Anthony Edwards is checked in for the Timberwolves. A slam dunk by Reed.
Once Reed saw he had room, he went right up with authority.
Clarkson outside to the inside. Robinson takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. And the Knicks lead by 18. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Outside Edwards. Another one falls for Minnesota. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. McBride passes to Towns. hits the trifecta.
That's his second made three, first of this half.
Here's Randall. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. 19-point game. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Answering back at the other end, Randall showing no hesitation.
Outside Anunoby. Towns for 3. And again, New York with the triple.
His third triple of the game. A little more success from out there in the second half.
And now it's time for our presentation of the player of the game, Jalen Brunson.
And what an unbelievable offensive performance from him tonight. I mean, it's been crazy fun to watch him just go off. I mean, the defense had no chance. He just kept scoring over and over again.
And this is still anyone's series. So the way he has stepped up is crucial, showing that he has what it takes to deliver on the big stage. And it's powered home by Towns.
Fighting hard there. Impressive move by Towns. He'll go to the line for one more.
First to the quarterfinal, second team foul.
And really strong at the line since the break.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Pass to Randall. Over Towns. That one's wide left. New York leading by 22. Here's Brunson. He gets it to go again. 9 for 13 so far.
On the drive, Brunson plays with quickness and purpose.
Outside for Randall to halt the run. Connects from downtown. Randall's got 6 here in the quarter.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
And it's Randall with the jam.
You know, the defense locks so much into Edwards that it creates opportunities for others.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're ahead by 19. And some changes here for New York. Buck Porty's checked in for Towns. Clarkson comes in for Anunoby. And it's Malik Beasley in for Bridges. Beasley outside. Back to Brunson. Fires the 3. Oh, he nails it. 10 for 14 after that one.
Boy, there's Brunson again with that quick release. Always ready to fire.
Knicks lead, 79.
Pass to Ingles. Takes one from 10 feet. Here's Dillingham from deep. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
And with Game 3 of the NBA Championship Series about wrapped up, you have to applaud the remarkable effort we saw on the floor tonight. A well-deserved win for the Knicks.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
With a phenomenal win here in Game 3, they're just a couple of wins away from lifting the hardware.
It's just a massive win. There's history behind it. The team that wins Game 3 to take a 2-1 lead almost always wins the series. So while I wouldn't start etching their name on the trophy just yet, I would certainly call them the favorites at this point.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Jalen Brunson.
So impressed with this performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust.
Rebounded by Miller. Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup. Now here's Brunson. Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
For 3. That's all. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to go on Mitchell Robinson. First one falls for him.
At the line, 2 shots.
So hits one and misses one at the line. Puts up the tray. And so New York takes this one by a big margin. And this is a critical. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Well, that'll do it. Thanks for joining us for Game 3 of the NBA.